Hey guys, welcome to today's video, which is my bridal makeup. The makeup I did and wore on my wedding day.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time.
I did my makeup both times, so if you're new here, hi, welcome. Me and my partner have been together for 17 years, and so when we planned and booked our wedding and started paying for it, and then the pandemic hit, we decided that we would go ahead and have a 15-person ceremony on our original date, get actually married, but then move our wedding out because we'd already paid for it. So we moved it out so that we could still celebrate it exactly a year later. Yeah, and both days I decided to do my own makeup. I have had my makeup done a lot professionally throughout my whole life, and I just always prefer my face the way I do it, and so that's the reason why I decided to do it. I wanted to feel the most me and the most comfortable and the most beautiful, obviously. And yeah, I don't think I've ever preferred a professional makeup artist's makeup on me over my own makeup on me. I know that probably could have benefited maybe from talking to a makeup artist, because I don't understand all the science behind makeup, i.e. I wasn't picking products based on like what would last all day, or you know, if this product and this product are both silicone based or water based and all that sort of stuff. But I'm happy to say my makeup photographed and videoed beautifully, and it lasted all day, so I got lucky, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, I did my own makeup. I'm here to show you how and what I did, in case you want to do your own, or in case you just liked my wedding makeup if you saw it elsewhere. And yeah, let's get started. Also, we're sort of testing my skills today because my lupus rash is terrible. It actually wasn't this bad right before the wedding. My cats have decided to attack each other, play fighting, but still they're being very loud and raucous. Yeah, it wasn't this bad before the wedding, so we'll see what I can do to cover it, because makeup doesn't cover it very well. And also I've got some leftovers from hormonal spots. They're actually not spots anymore, but I'm so pale, and because of my skin and my lupus and stuff, everything takes ages to heal on me, so it's completely flat. It's not a spot, but it's the mark left over from spots from having my period. Isn't it fun being a woman? Anyway, so the first thing I do, and I did on my wedding day, was condition my lips, and I actually do this and leave it on the whole time until I'm ready to do my lips. And I am obsessed with the Caudalie lip conditioner. It's lovely. I found this back when I was looking up products for my skin and for my makeup to do with the wedding, and just like things that people really loved, and that was like highly recommended. And yeah, I've rebought it and rebought it ever since. And between the first wedding and the second wedding, my makeup got better, and that is down to a few different things, a few different techniques and a few different products. My cat wants to say hi. Say hi, Cleo. Hi. Now you need to move out the way. Good girl. Good girl. And one of those is like skin prep. So your skin is like probably more important than the makeup you use, I think, in terms of what you've put on your skin, how you've prepped your skin before you do it. And I will be doing a whole video on my wedding skincare, so you'll find that on my channel if that's what you're interested in. I double cleanse, serum, moisturizer, SPF. That's what I do every day. I don't double cleanse every morning, but I did the morning of the wedding, and I did some other bits. But anyway, skin prep is important, is what I'm getting to say. And between first wedding and second wedding, I found this. Now, if you're very online, you probably will have already heard of this, seen it. It's Glow Recipes Watermelon Glow dew drops, and you can just use them for your skin, or I saw people recommending everywhere to use them as like a prep for your makeup. So that's what I do. So I've done all my skincare, a few hours ago when I first got up, and now I'm here and I'm ready to do my makeup. We go in with this. So I put 2 like pumps on the back of my hand. It smells incredible, and normally smells or things that smell strong affect my skin in a negative way, but this has never. I love it so much. I think this is the biggest game-changing item for the way that my makeup sat on my skin and continues to do so, because obviously I didn't just use it for the wedding, I've used it ever since, and I used it before. That's a big tip. Practice, practice, practice. Like, for months building up, every time I did my makeup basically I was using it as a practice. So if I wanted to test out like a new way to use a product or a brand new product I'd never tried, I would do it way before in order to get the best results and learn. You do not want to use something for the first time on the morning of your wedding and have it affect your skin, or have it react with something else you're using, or you know what I mean, that's not what you want. Right, leave that to sit for a while. The next thing I started doing was doing my brows first. Now, I understand all the benefits of doing your eye makeup before your skin, but it's just never been for me. I don't know what it is, but I can tell at the end of doing my makeup that I did it round that way and I don't like the way it looks on me. I know that makes no sense. I do all the other steps the exact same, but it just is that way. So yeah, I started doing my brows first, and also along with that I am a person who suffers massively, hugely watery eyes. I have chronic rhinitis, which is a problem with my nose and my sinuses, and that causes just constant watery eyes. And I kept finding for like a solid year that every single time I did my makeup my eyes would just be streaming and I couldn't stop it, and I had every hack in the book to try and stop it, or to try and help myself with that issue, and nothing was working, and it was infuriating and it would end up ruining my makeup, and I was really worried about that happening with my wedding. And then I saw a tip somewhere, and I genuinely can't remember where I saw it, but it said that if you suffer with watery eyes and you are a person that uses beauty blenders, which I am, then you should use dry beauty blenders. And I was like, but wait a minute, doesn't that make your makeup look janky? I always thought that in order for your makeup to like lay perfectly, the beauty blender had to be wet. But I don't know if it's a mix of all the other things I'm doing as well, but whatever it is, no, I haven't noticed a difference in the way that my makeup sits on my face or looks on my face for using it dry, but I do not get the watery eye problem anymore, so that is what I was happy about. So that's what I was trying to fix. So yeah, if you're a person that has watery eyes, just don't worry about it and use a dry beauty blender instead of a wet one or a damp one. I don't even damp it anymore. Every now and then though, if I can tell it's like, I don't know, you know, they go like hard almost when they've like not ever been wet. I will wet it on a day I'm not doing my makeup, or like say it was before my wedding, I would have done it like the week or two before, like really wet it and then left it, and then by the time it gets to your day it'll be dry, but it will be soft and squidgy still. Right, so brows. Not a person that has ever cared about brows. I'm just gonna be honest with you, in terms of like, because I have very low maintenance brows, I guess, and I just haven't ever cared about them, like as in they're not, it's just not been something I've ever worried about or cared to improve. I've never plucked them or like waxed them or threaded them or done anything to them. These are just literally my natural brows as they are. So I'm not the best with brows and with brow products, and for most of my life I didn't use any products on my brows, which now I look back at my makeup and it looks insane. At the time though, I didn't think it mattered at all, and then I got into brow pencils, and then now I'm at the routine I'm at. So yeah, I use this little spoolie to sort of sort them out, get them looking roughly how I want them to look. My brows are quite, I think, like not symmetrical, which does annoy me, but it is what it is. So I use Benefit's Gimme Brow, and in the shade 3. I did before the wedding try out 3.5, but I felt it was too dark. I think because I'm so pale, anything that's that dark looks very harsh on me. And since I don't want my brows to be the focus of my face, I actually always basically want the focus of my face to be my eyes personally, with my makeup, in terms of my makeup. So yeah, I kept feeling like with the 3.5 shade that the brows were so strong, it took away from my eye makeup and my eyes.
Does she notice the things I notice?
So that's that. And then what I do is I go in with my Archery Soap and Glory brow pencil. This is the one I've always used and I love it. I still love it.
Solutions in the silence, but I'm here.
I just like to floof up these inner bits a bit after, because I just feel like it makes it look more natural. I get my foundation. Now the foundation I've used for literally 7 years now exclusively is Clinique Stay Matte's oil-free makeup. I personally prefer a matte look. I want to be completely matte. I don't like, and I want to add a little bit of highlight, but I don't like any shine on my face. So I've got two colours. I've got CN10 Alabaster and CN8 Linen, and they're very, very similar. But just put them on my hand here. And today I'm going to use Alabaster. Really annoyed because after that many years of using this foundation exclusively, they did what they always do, which is they decided to change the numbering system and the colours and all the rest of it. And yeah, really annoying, because the one I then had used for like 5 years, 6 years, suddenly didn't exist. Right, so I just put a tiny bit on my hand and I use a brush that looks like this. And I cut in around my brows, like so.
Won't she turn around?
Then what I do is I just pat it around those edges with my finger, not my brow, but the foundation, because otherwise when I first started doing this, I could really see like a harsh line between where I'd cut around and the rest of my foundation. This just really melts it into the skin. Lovely.
Won't she look at me? Oh, please.
Ta-da! Okay, now my concealer, which this is a new one. So last year I didn't use this, and this year I started using it, and it was a lot better than what I was using before. Oh my god. Well, that's not great. The packaging just like melted onto my skin, so that's fun. I bet it's because of how hot it's been here in the UK. It's been abnormally hot, like, well, hottest day in the world, so hottest day ever. So yeah, anyway, this is NYX HD Studio Photogenic concealer, and yeah, I really love it. This is in Porcelain, the colour Porcelain. And to start with, I literally just put it on my butterfly rash.
Won't she notice me?
And this side has a bit of a different pattern, my rash, than the other side, which is why I'm going down here. And today, just as an extra, on my wedding day I would have just done it there, but I'm gonna put some on these spots too. And another tip I've seen more and more recently is that you're meant to let the concealer sit there for a little bit. That way, when you then blend it, you don't like spread it all. It'll stay concentrated where you want it, which I do think is good and has worked. So I'm going to wait a second. Now I get my dry beauty blender and just blend that out. And try not to like move as you're dabbing. You don't want to drag anything. You can do like small but firm sort of little pats and then move along in between those pats, if that makes sense.
I want her to know.
I can actually get my tiny little one.
What I don't notice.
And by the way, I have no like makeup qualifications whatsoever, just so anyone who doesn't know me and is watching me for the first time, I'm not a makeup artist in any sense of the word. I just play with makeup, like makeup, and I like the way I do my own makeup. Now that that's done, you want to go in with your foundation. So I put foundation all over, and I like to do it just like this. I put the foundation directly onto my skin, just a small amount, and then I go in with the beauty blender to move it around my face. And you do want to go up into your hairline a little bit, just because otherwise you can tell like there'll be more of a harsh line there, I think. I always found, especially being so pale and with dark hair.
Space between us now, it's just like.
And with your foundation, to not be cakey, you want to use small amounts and spread it as far as it will go before ever using more. Like, I think that's when you can get cakey, is if you like use too much in one area. Maybe it's different with other foundations, but with my foundation, that is what I found.
Miles, and I've owned.
And also here, like, you want to go all the way back and down, don't just stop at your jawline. And if you're like having your hair up and stuff, you know, make sure you get some on your ear. Like, I know that might sound crazy, but especially in photos, it's that stuff that you will notice.
Me ever fit inside the shadows?
Like for me, I had like an off the shoulder, like sweetheart, and then off the shoulder, so all of this was out. So I had a real concern about that, about matching, because I'm so pale as well, like matching my face to my chest. So do think about that as well. Think about what your wedding dress is actually like, where it's cut, and what your hair's going to be like, you know, what will be on show. Whatever's on show, you want to make sure it matches. I didn't cover my whole chest in foundation. But I tried really hard to match my foundation to my chest, and then I blend it out gradually, and then I did put like body oil that was a bit tinted on my chest that was shimmery. The is it Nux oil?
But I'm here.
I think a lot of people thought it was quite shocking when I like didn't want a makeup artist. I had a hair lady, I had my hair done professionally, and she actually is amazing and she does makeup too. But I just also had concerns about the fact that because of my lupus, my skin reacts to everything. And I know you get trials and like you'll get to practice with the products that they'll use with you on a day. But that isn't the same practice as like the years that I've practiced with the products that I stick to. I don't know, I had a big fear over that, to be quite honest, like a big fear of what products they would use and how it would affect my skin to do with my lupus. The thing is, like, I actually do like my skin, so I don't ever like to wear too much. Like, I don't want to completely hide my skin with makeup. So that's where I'm going to stop. And then what I did was I put concealer back on, like my rash around my eyes. I don't put foundation, I just put concealer, and like back on those spots. It's found that layering really helped. And with this, I don't wipe. I literally, like this, dab it where I need it, and then I just go like this for the eyes. I use my tiny baby blender for this, and I started doing that. I did used to put foundation on my eyelids and everywhere around my eyes as well, because I just thought it would look more blended. But I saw people talking about how the skin around your eyes is so like thin and fragile, and basically you want to put as least amount of product on there as possible, because of that, because otherwise it, you know, shows up all your lines and like creases and just will look cakey and blah blah blah. And so people recommended, if you're going to choose, to just use concealer, and I really like it. Ever since I've done that, I've preferred it. Yeah. Right, now let's blend this. Making my makeup, that's a tongue twister. Making my makeup work overtime trying to cover this rash today.
Won't she turn around?
Another tip I then saw was to put a tissue over your beauty blender and just go over your face, and it will pick up any excess that just doesn't need to be sat there. Obviously, like, wait a second, let everything sink in, and then do it. But yeah, again, it was something that I started doing and I really liked the results. Like, look, don't know how well that's showing on camera, but
Won't she look at me?
basically I think the premise is, see, look, you don't want excess, any of your makeup just like floating around on your face, so get rid of that. And now this is another thing. So along with this, the biggest game-changing product is Charlotte Tilbury's powder, the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I use this beauty sponge pad thing, powder puff thing. I think I just got these literally off of Amazon. But with this, I'm going to do my under eyes first because I put more there to catch any fallout from eyeshadow. And I think this is the most vital step, in all seriousness. Like this powder and this puff was the most vital step in terms of how my makeup looked and lasted. Right, and then I just put it all over it. And again, no dragging, okay? You want to, and push it in quite hard. Like, you really want to feel like you're pushing this into the skin. And literally do it all over your face. Apart from on my eyelids, I don't do my eyelids.
Won't she turn around?
Let that sit for a little while, and then you get a brush like this one, which is really soft and floofy, and you use it to remove that, apart from my under eyes. I don't do my under eyes. I don't remove my under eyes yet. That is because you've used that to set your makeup in place, but you don't need this like whiteness, and you don't need this much. And when you get rid of it, you will have the most flawless finish. It's just stunning. And you want to go up the entire time you're doing your face. Brush it up. I don't know the science behind it, okay, but I'm just going to be honest. But I saw so many people say that that's how you're meant to do it, so that's how I've done it. And then a couple of times when I've just forgotten myself and just been like, trying to brush it off, I've really seen a difference in the way that it looks, and it doesn't look good. So only go up, so like this. And I hold it like right on the end to be really gentle. And now we switch it up and we just quickly lay the start of our eyeshadow, like the bulk of our eyeshadow. And so for eyeshadows, I see my good old faithful chocolate palette. There's not a sparkly, like nudie colour that I've ever found that I love more than Marzipan in this palette. And I used to use Salted Caramel or Marzipan as my go-to, but what I found through testing and playing with makeup, getting ready to do my bridal makeup, was that I really actually love pink eyeshadows on me, probably the most. And even with nudes, I prefer them to have a bit of a pinky undertone on me. And so, the Too Faced Natural Nudes, I love Petal, which has got a very slight pink undertone. So my favourite eyeshadow brush, and we just put this all over the lid.
Won't she notice me?
And again, I really didn't want it to look too strong or harsh. I was going for just like natural angelic vibes for just a blushing bride. Just yeah, so you don't need to use too much, and I try and blend it out as much as I possibly can. And then that's when, and it looks like quite harsh even on my camera, but in real life it really doesn't look like that. But yeah, we're going in with marzipan all over. Oh, I love it. I just love it.
Everywhere I'm over here, everywhere I'm over here, everywhere I'm over here.
And so for now, that's all we need to do. Okay, so now what I want to do is take off the powder on my under eyes with any fallout from that eyeshadow I just did. And with that, you can see what motion I'm doing. And then, this is another crucial step I added in. Now I set my face already with setting spray. I use NYX matte finish again. Like I said, I just love matte. I want my face to be matte, okay? Right. And again, this is something that came about because I saw a lot of beauty gurus recommending setting your face twice if it's your like bridal makeup or if you've got to have it last all day. And yeah, I love it. And also just like for your skin, I don't know, it just makes the skin look better. Like setting sprays are meant to set the face but also sort of melt all your makeup together. So sort of doing it at this stage, that was it as well. I kept finding that, yeah, I was perfect at this stage, but then once I was adding my highlighter and blush, I was seeing too much separation in my foundation and then it could look cakey. And that's why someone said spray it now and then obviously let it dry, let it all melt together, and then when you come to do that stuff it won't do that. And there's another step in there too which I'll get to when we're there, but like, yeah, I really have found that it makes a noticeable difference.
We've been flying high, are we going too far?
We'll add to my eyes. So I've got this little Soap and Glory lid stuff palette in like a Christmas gift, and I actually really love the like whitest shade for my like eye highlights. I don't use it all that often day to day. I actually normally just use my face highlighter so that it always like uniform, but on the wedding day I found this really lovely, so I just put it along my brow line here.
No cash left.
And what makes my eyes look bigger, brighter, better is putting some eyeshadow underneath. Like, again, day to day I don't tend to really bother with it. I often just do my eyeshadow on my top, but I wanted a full look. I wanted it to be cohesive, wanted it to come together the best it could. So yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of petal again. And I don't go all the way in, I go to like mid, maybe not even mid-eye actually. As I'm looking forward, I sort of come in to the outside of my iris.
And I'm losing my job over you.
And I like to sort of create that upwards flick just because I like the shape that gives my eyes.
Close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. Yeah, 'cause no one.
But I also do add the shimmer on as well. I'm a shimmer girl, I really am. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I did a matte, like a fully matte eye look. It's just not for me. I like all the sparkle. What I did do was get my face highlighter, which is Benefit's Cookie. This is my favourite highlighter I've ever used. Add this over the top just because it's extra sparkly. See? Pow. And then here. And then you want to go in and blend that more, like all of it together, because obviously since adding the sparkle we haven't done any blending, and then adding that. So yeah, blend this line together. You don't want it to be harsh between the nude shade and the lighter shade. And what I love to do, just to really make your eyes pop, and I don't know, it also makes my eyes look more blue, because I do have blue eyes, but they're like a dark blue, is get some of your highlighter, put some on your finger, and then right above where your iris is, on your lash line, just do a little patch like that. I don't know, it just makes your eyes pop. Right, love that. Okay, now for mascaras. So I figured out a long time ago that my favourite mascara routine is 2 mascaras, both a Benefit. I go in with Bad Gal Bang first, and then with Their Real. Their Real was my OG, my #1, nothing could beat it, and then I got this in a gift set, and I don't love it on its own, but I love it in the way you'll see me use it now, and teamed with this. So, because I think this gives great separation of your lashes. I think it is very black, so if you're looking for that, that's great. And it's very striking, and this is more natural and a more well-rounded mascara in my personal opinion, and so the two together make my dream combo. Let me show you how I use them. So we go in with Bad Girl Bang first. I lift my lid like this so that I can really get on my lash line. This is something I saw people doing at a time when I was a bit fed up with my lashes and just felt like they could look better than they were looking. And I saw people saying that what it does is, and that's all I do with that mascara, and then I move on to the other one. Saw people saying that what it does is give a better lift directly from the lash line, and it does. I love it. I wouldn't go back now. And I don't like eyelash curlers. I've never used one. It creeps me out, and I know I'll hurt myself with it. I'm too clumsy.
I've been chasing you.
And I actually did wear a very subtle pair of lashes on my wedding day, which I won't apply now, but I'll include a photo of here, which ones they were, and I loved them. I'm only not applying them today because I've got to go to the hospital, and I just think that's a bit extra even for me. But you see, I add a tiny bit more of that on top. I feel like that holds them better as well, doing that way. But yeah, I had a lot of people tell me off for like the way I do like fully my mascara and stuff before doing lashes and blah blah. Listen, I do it what works for me, and that's what I think everyone should do with their makeup. So there's years of trying out different things, playing around, seeing what I like, what I don't like, what works for my face.
Like the tail of a dog, I don't get no sleep when we kiss in the dark like we do.
And then I go in with this first on my bottom lashes, and then a coating of this over the top of my bottom lashes. And I'm going to just do that off camera, just because I need to pick up my mirror and stuff, and plus, you know, it's just applying mascara. I do now go in and tidy up with a baby wipe.
I just love the way it feels.
You'd like to think you'd be the most careful and slow and precise on your wedding day, but actually all the adrenaline and excitement and nerves might have you having more shaky hands than normal. And actually that's really funny, because I could not get one side of my eyeliner right on the wedding day, and last year I nailed it first time, and this year I had to retry it about 10 fucking times. I was getting so annoyed with myself. Okay, I think that's good. And just anywhere where I've taken off eyeshadow, I'll now just add it back in.
Yeah, I know it's bad, but I can't resist when I look in your eyes.
And now for liquid eyeliner. Right, so with my eyeliner, my top tips are, you want to look straight ahead when you're doing it. Don't go like this, don't go like that. You want to look bang straight on. And do not worry too much about what they look like when your eyes are closed, because like your eyelids fold and stuff, and like ultimately, okay, you're only going to be blinking, so people are only going to get a very brief look at what it looks like when your eyes are closed, but when your eyes are open is what matters, right? So I also start with the outside flick, and then I go like this, and I only go to the middle of my eye again. I just think it makes my eyes look bigger.
Don't know what is real. All I know is that I could go anywhere.
That is how I start.
Oh, I'm drunk and I know it, but I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it.
I'm not loving how the flick on this one on the outside looks, so again, going in with a baby wipe just to take that very end off. Lovely. And just redo it, make it more symmetrical with the other side. Now it's time for blush and highlight. So you want an angled brush like this. This is my blush that I use. Oh, by the way, my eyeliner is Kat Von D's Tattoo liner. My blush is Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush. I love it. And I start by concentrating up here. This is a new thing I started doing, but I realised makes your face look very lifted. So I put quite a bit focused up here. And a lot of people say to stop there, but I miss it in the middle of my face. I don't know if it's because I'm so pale or what, but I just really like it on the apples of my cheeks still. And this blush has a bit of shimmer throughout, which again, I love. Very angelic. Gives me a bit of glow without me having to be shiny. And actually in my day-to-day makeup I like to add a bit of blush on my nose and a bit above my eyebrows, but on my wedding day I didn't. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and have my face look as clean as possible. And then you've already seen my highlight. I use a fan brush like this and I go like that. Then I go down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And forever what I would have done now is get a big brush and like blend that. It was making it cakey and look horrible. So now I get my powder puff from earlier. I don't add any more powder to it, but I go over it all and then wait and then brush it all off again with this. And oh my God, then it can be blended, but it doesn't smear and cake your foundation, and it just is incredible. Can't remember who suggested it, but it works. Okay, so I've set all of that, and if at this point you want to add any like face powder, not like clear powder, I did on the wedding day here and here, but today I don't think I need it, so I'm not going to, but if you want to do that you can. My go-to lipstick, and I need to buy a new one, this is the one I bought before the wedding and I use it, it's my everyday go-to. I love it. It's Benefit, they're real, and it's Lusty Rose Beyond Sexy lipstick. I love it. Like that's how out I am. It's still blue, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even get it out, but this is the lipstick I wore. I need to buy a new one desperately. I keep meaning to and then just forgetting. So forgive me if my lips don't look perfect because I'm working with a completely flat. The point is that's the colour. It's just the most beautiful rosy nudie pink. I love it so much. Right, lips are done. I do one last sort of check. Do I want to add anything else anywhere else? This is really bothering me, so I might just add a little bit more concealer there. And then dab it with this. I think we're good, so then I do setting spray again. Oh! I just caught my reflection for the first time in like I've got like a big, so I've got like a little mirror that's this big that I've been doing my makeup in, but I've got a big mirror behind you, and I just caught myself, and that made me a bit emotional. Oh, because I haven't done this makeup since the wedding day, and it just it's reminding me of the wedding day. Oh, and honestly, it's just the makeup I feel most beautiful in. Like, even now I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, this is why I did this way, because I'm loving the way my face looks. No, one thing I did just forget is I use the other side of my eyebrow pencil, which is white, and I do my waterline. It just makes your eyes pop and look bigger, and I always do it. It's my favourite thing. It's my favourite thing for big bright eyes. I already think you can see the difference, and in photos especially, I think you can see the difference. I'm gonna go sort out my hair, put on something cute, and finish the video then when I'm like fully, because then you get the full vision. But yeah, I will see you in a second. I'm gonna go get ready, like I said, do my hair, but whilst I'm gone, I'll put in some clips here for you guys of me on the wedding day, so you can see what it really looked like in photos and videos, because obviously that matters. And to be honest, I did focus more when I was looking up products, when I was looking up techniques, when I was doing makeup research and practice for the big day. I focused more on what it would look like on camera, because ultimately the photos and the videos are what is going to last forever, and you know, your loved ones are going to think you look beautiful no matter what on your day, and they're going to tell you that. And you know, I would hope that every bride feels really beautiful on her day too, but I really was more focused on how things would look in photos and videos, and I'm really proud and pleased with how it did turn out. So yeah, let me go do my hair.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna last.
Okay, I've done my hair. I've put on white just because it's bridal. And I've turned, there's no, the brightness isn't turned up on my camera, and I'm literally by a giant window, so this is totally natural lighting, no extra lighting whatsoever, because I want you to see it as real as it looks and is. Yeah, let's do some close-ups.
Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast?
I love it. I feel most beautiful with my makeup like this, I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I'm impressed that I remembered how to do it. I do have notes on my phone, because when I was like figuring out the routine, but still I really thought I wasn't going to remember anything, but I love it. So yeah, and if you do want to try this for your bridal makeup, or just if you want to try it at all, let me know, because I would love to hear from you, and see that people are doing my little bridal makeup routine. I'm going to link for you guys my video all about my wedding, because there's so many more details in that video about everything from colours to the life-size unicorn we had, my dress, my makeup, everything. So I will link that for you guys at the end of the video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a like. It really helps my channel and lets me know what videos you guys like and don't like. And please do subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here. I'm trying really hard to hit 5,000 subscribers. I'm going to go. I hope you're having a lovely day whatever you're doing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!